Hey, this is Lord Potato, and this is, well, what if Naruto was neglected and ate two devil fruits, part 5. Now, let me mention something. This what if was inspired by, Anime King. Yes, Anime King's, second channel will be in the description. Also, the link of the what if that got inspired from that one. Also down there, subscribe to Anime Center, Iconic What ifs, over to what ifs, links will be in the description. And other than that, no recaps because I'm lazy as fuck. And yeah. And besides, I did upload this like 2 days ago, probably around there. I was going to upload yesterday. It's just well, what good excuse? What happened? I was too lazy. I kind of just fell asleep. Okay, I was going to do it. Then I played Minecraft. Then I fell asleep. That's the greatest thing I can actually explain to you, but yeah. I did upload 2 videos yesterday, but other than that, let me go into this water. So, before I decide to slip off my floor, let me begin. So, as we go into Naruto, right now being Enedo right now, who his name is actually Enedo. This is where Enedo versus Danzo Shimura. So Naruto is right now in Danzo's base, the root ambush. This is where Naruto says, "Hello, you old fuck." This is where Danzo says, "Hello, monster-kun." This is where both eyes connect. And of course, this is where even though Naruto can barely see Danzo's eyes. Well, one eye is kind of like closed while the other one has a Sharingan. This is where Naruto smiles and says, for having a pathetic Sharingan, you surely are kind of a disgusting man, having a Sharingan arm. But that won't help you shit much, so who really cares? This is where Danzo says, "Oh, you're saying that it won't help me? Fine. We'll almost get him, and bring him alive so I can turn him into the perfect weapon." Naruto smiles and says, "Oh really? You'll try to turn me into the perfect weapon?" Naruto, who still has his golden staff, decides to transform just into golden staff and rushes at the root almost, slapping them all away with his golden staff, even kicking some of them with lightning kicks. Smashes them into the wall. This is where Naruto's easily defeating them all so easily. Naruto's like, "You people really think you can defeat me? Yeah, right, if you could." Naruto dodges a couple attacks. This is where Naruto says, "You guys are pathetic. You should, not try to keep hurting me because you people won't be able to hurt me." This is where a Tanto hit Naruto in the head. This is where Tanto says, "You idiot! You're not supposed to do..." This is where Naruto says, "Oh, was that supposed to hurt?" Lightning is crackling off of Naruto's head because his devil fruit is a Logia type. Well, both of them, somewhat. This is where Naruto says, "Do you think that was supposed to hurt?" He grabs the Tanto out of his head, just reforms back into lightning, and throws it back at the Anbu in lightning speed. This is where Danzo says, "How? Can physical attacks not hurt him?" This is where Naruto says, just running the fade with the Anbus. He's like, "Pah!" Kicking them left, up, right, down, smashing them into the ground. Using lightning attacks to all barbecue them easily. This is where Naruto saying, "These almost are really pathetic and annoying me." Hey, this is where Naruto says, well, he kind of first turns himself into lightning and goes up in the ground, above ground, and up in the sky. This is where Danzo says, "Where the hell did he go?" This is where Naruto says, "Hey, you." This is where someone with a staff and having a kind of scarf around him is right now kind of protecting some, well, not protecting some people. Right now, it's just in a command and talking to his brothers. Now, his 2 other brothers is one named Oven and the other one named, someone named Oven and another person named Daifuku. This is where Naruto says, "Hey, you 3, Kizaru, Oven, and Daifuku, I need you 3 to come with me and help me kind of clear out some pests that I need to, you 3 to clear out for me." This is where, well, they all nodded, and this is where Naruto says, "Good, then let's go." He transforms his body into lightning, does grab all 3 of them, and does kind of smash down to the ground. This is where they're right now on the ground, and this is where, well, they say, so where's the pest? That's where Naruto like points down and says, there will be down there. Kizaru, well, your future sight, can you, well, know what's going to happen if we open up a hole right now? Kizaru says, if we open up the hole now, we will kind of be surprised with some people with blank mask. Okay, so, Oven and Daifuku, open it up. This is where Oven puts his fist into fire, like he heats up his fist, and this is where Daifuku summons out a genie, and this is where both attacks smashes the ground, opening up a hole that like all the ground rubble and all that falls down into that one pit, because yeah, of course this is where a bunch of root almost start jumping out. This is where Kizaru pulls out his like what's it called not spear. Well, it's a spear. It's a three-headed spear, so it's a tryphon. Of course, he just like stabs through most of them, killing them all. Kizaru, Oven, and even Daifuku. And this is where Naruto says, "You deal with him. Well, deal with them, while I deal with the actual true leader." This is where Naruto smashes down right next to Danzo, and Danzo did not see Naruto. Naruto had a lightning kick, already having black lightning on it. Reason why is because he had armament hawking. Kicking Danzo. This is where Danzo could not dodge the attack, even if he used the Izunami. Yeah, the Izunami. No, not Izunami. The Izunagi. Even if he tried to use that, he wouldn't be able to because armament hawking can destroy any chakra attack. Can just get through any chakra attack. So this is where Danzo gets kicked in the head, smashing into multiple walls. This is where Danzo says, "Wind style, wind cutting blade." He shoots multiple wind what's it called? Wind style, wind cutting. This is where he shoots multiple wind attacks to kind of cut at Naruto. And Naruto, he dodges them pretty easily. He just says, "Oh, are you trying to hit me? It seems that you miss." This is where Naruto says, "Let me help you out." This is where Naruto grabs all the air that's in the Ruambu base, and right now just takes it away from Danzo. This is where Danzo, when he tries to do another wind shot and tries to breathe in another, this is where he doesn't have any more air. It's like if Naruto just took all the air away from Danzo and put it next to him, which Naruto did. His devilfruit, the wind one, can actually kind of, well, in a specific place, Naruto can actually take the wind out of it. Like take all the wind from a specific place and make it feel like everything around it would die. So think if Naruto kind of went outside. If Naruto was like near some trees, Naruto and he uses his devilfruit, the wind one, to either cut attacks with wind or can even just take the wind out of that spot. This is where all the plants and other things would die because wind is kind of needed a little bit. This is where Naruto, he kind of just take the wind. This is where Danzo has trouble breathing because oxygen is in the wind. So of course, where Danzo's trouble breathing, he's like, "You bastard! What the hell do you do?" This is where Naruto says, "I didn't do anything. I just took the wind from you." That's where Danzo says, "What do you mean?" This is where Naruto says, "If you want the wind really bad, let me help you out." So when he did take the wind with his hand or left hand, because he did transform his left hand to be wind, he then transformed it back to be normal. But this is where the wind decides to gather up the wind that he took away. This is where, well, he turns it into a wind spear and then just says, "Here, Danzo, let me help you out." Smashes the wind spear into, well, Danzo's face. Danzo smashes into the wall. Naruto says, "You good? It seems like you're not doing well, Danzo." This is where Danzo's like, "That's it." This is where he kind of uses Shinsui's eye and says what was it? This is where Danzo says, "Karumansu Kami." This is where he activates the eye, and of course, this is where it hits Naruto. But instead of Naruto being affected by it, he wasn't even affected by it. This is where Naruto, he didn't even have, he had his eyes open, yes, of course, his eyes connected. But Naruto added, sent a wave of Conqueror's Hawking near him. Well, he didn't actually, no, not Conqueror's Hawking. He actually saw the attack coming because of his observation Hawking, and it was super easy for him to just like move his eyes away from actually the connection actually being connected. He moved pretty fast and easily dodged. It looked like it looked like he did get hit by the Kenjutsu because Naruto's acting, because of Neru's personality, because I'm gonna base it off like that. This is where Naruto hates acting. This is where Danzo says, yes, now, Naruto, or should I say Monster-kun, please, destroy all your army and kill them all. We are going to kill everyone. And we are going to take over all 5 great nations with my power. Danzo laughed, having his Sharingan arm still glittering up in the dark. This is where Naruto says, yes, fucking loser. This is where Naruto appears, grabbing Danzo from the arm, well, the Sharingan arm, and ripping it off really fast. This is where Danzo widened his eyes, thinking that he already hit Naruto with the Kuromatsukami, whatever it's called. He thought he hit him with the eye. Now he can't use the Shinsui eye because it's only one use, one time, and it has to take forever another charge. And Naruto just ripped off the Sharingan arm. This is where Danzo widened his eyes. This is where Danzo says, how? You should have been affected. Naruto says, last minute, I could have dodged, could have easily switched, but no, I turned my body into a lightning, so my eyes will not be connected with your Sharingan. Or should I say stolen Sharingan. This is where Danzo, he's trying to run away from Naruto now, because he lost his Sharingan arm. He doesn't have the Eye of Shinsui right now because it's right now closed and needs to, well, take another couple of months to recharge. And this is where Danzo's saying, no, I need to leave. Danzo's trying to run away. This is where Naruto says, oh, come on, Danzo, don't go away. This is where, well, we go into the root Anbus. All root Anbus are dead. Kurusu, Oven, what's it called? Katakuri and what's it called? Daifuku are right now in different exits that Danzo tried to escape. This is where Danzo says, damn it, I can't escape. This is where Naruto's walking behind him and saying, oh, Danzo, oh, where are you? This is where Danzo had to go straight to Katakuri to try to kill him and get away. This is where he sends a wind style to cut at Katakuri. It cuts Katakuri, but this is where Katakuri reforms and says, you know, you're pathetic, running away from, well, our lord. You better run and pick somewhere else before I kill you on accident. This is where Danzo runs away, goes to Oven, sends a wind style at Oven, but Oven just burns it. This is where Oven says, come on, come here and let me kill you. Katakuri might actually let you go freely, but for me, I'm gonna kill you. For torturing our lord. This is where Danzo runs toward Daifuku and rushes to Daifuku, intending to hit him with a wind style. And this is where, wind style, like a wind palm attack. And this is where Daifuku could have easily dodged, could have easily done anything. And of course, this is where Daifuku decided to block with one of his arms. Or it wasn't a wind style like palm strike, it was a cutting, because he had a wind style on his arm, his right arm, because Danzo still has his right arm. And cut at, well, Daifuku, thinking that Daifuku was going to turn into some kind of weird element. When he hits Daifuku, this is where Daifuku's like arm cuts. This is where he starts bleeding. This is where Daifuku says, it seems that you don't understand. I'm not someone that can transform into anything. This is where Danzo smiles and says, good. This is where a genie appears and says, but I can definitely summon something that will be terrifying more than turning into an element. This is where Danzo widens his eyes and does get cut. This is where he gets like a huge, gets a cut. He has a huge slash mark down his chest. Right now he's running away. He's thinking that Naruto gave up and went through the other exit, but this is where Naruto went to the same exit where he's at with Daifuku. This is where Daifuku says, hello there, Haneru. This is where Haneru says, hey Daifuku, you mind not killing him? Because I want to torture him more. I want him to feel despair. This is where Daifuku nods and says, I will not kill him then. That's why Naruto says, come here, Danzo. Danzo says, I will not get towards you. This is where Naruto says, fine, I'll use the wind then. This is where he transforms his arm into, well, his left arm into wind, and just grabs the air, pulls Danzo towards him like almighty, well, not almighty push, not Shindo, what's it called, universal pull. But instead of using the gravity, he pulls him because of the wind to push him towards Naruto. This is where Naruto says, let's see how much lightning can go through her body without you getting killed in an instant. This is where Danzo says, I wanna... He's screaming because there's so much lightning going into his body. Now we go outside from the Root Anbu base. Mei is right now fighting against, well, the Raikage, Darui, and even C. But of course, this is where, well, Zabza and the other 4 swordsmen, the other 4 Miss Swordsmen who are with Zabza are right now fighting against Darui and C. This is where, well, what's it called, Killer Bee and Yujito, who are right now kind of helping the Leaf Ninjas, and even Samui, are kind of confused why there's so many people attacking the Leaf Village, not even from the same village, and there's probably not even an alliance between these people because she doesn't even know. She right now Yujito is fighting against a person with dark skin, a tattoo on his side. He's being really big. He's like really big. He has black clothes, and of course his helmet that flew off because Yujito managed to like knock it away with blue flames. This person also has wings, dark wings, and his hair is like white. This is where I should also mention, red eyes. Yeah, I did. He says, I see a cat girl like you. Interesting. But I don't really care. He sends his own flames, and they burn so much hotter than her flames. This is where she managed to dodge. This is where she says, damn, who are you anyway? This is where he says, my name is King. This is where she says, King? Really? That's a stupid... She almost gets cut again. Well, not cut. Mostly, sent fire almost burned her alive. This is where she's saying, what the hell? Your fire is so much deadlier than mine. But I have the 2 tails. And King says, but I'm not human. You might have a Jinchuriki. Or, not Jinchuriki. A tail beast inside you. But I'm not human. So even if your flames does hurt me, they will never hurt me. Because I am a perfect being. Now burn. This is where he sends his own flames at Yujito again. And this is where Killer Bee says, Lance! He like goes away from the flames. Like he first grabs Yujito and then says, he goes into like the 8-tails form. Into like a cloak. And says, Lance! And hits with the call. Was about to hit King in like the neck. Until King just transforms into a pterodactyl. And says, it seems that you miss. This is where the 8-tails says, what the? This person is strong. Who the hell is he anyway? This is where you just like, I don't know, but where's Samui? Samui is right now rushing through the Leaf Village and trying to find what is happening. Trying to find her team and, well, anyone. This is where she finds the Uchiha, and the Uchiha, well, not the Uchiha, she finds, Kiba, and Kiba saying, this village is going to die, but before I die, I'm going to take something very good for me. He looks at, Samui like a piece of meat, and rushes at her, intending to do, well, lustful things to her. This is where Yujito say, not Yujito, Samui says, damn it, you fucking Leaf scums, I knew you were all scums when you took Naruto away from me. This is where she was about to use lightning, until before, Kiba even rushed to her to grab her, because he had his claws extended and all that. And he didn't have Akamaru because he couldn't find him anymore. This is where, well, he was so close to her until a girl with blonde hair and dull blue eyes grabbed him from the arm and started kind of twisting it and breaking it. This is where Kiba kind of screams and says, "Oh, you bitch!" This is where this girl says, "No, oh, I'm sorry. Did I accidentally break your arm? I thought guys were supposed to be strong, but it seems that you're pathetic." Me. She like sticks out her tongue. This is where somebody says, You're that team from Miss Village. Why did you help me?" This is where this girl named Junko says, "Oh, it's because I don't like the fact that this pathetic boy with lustful eyes are kind of just looking at you, thinking that he is, well, you are his property. You know, I hate those type of people. This is where Kiba says, because she will be my property. This is where a sword slash was right now behind him. This is where a slash was cutting him from behind. This is where he jumps away. He says, ugh, what the hell? You look. Well, also, if you're hearing that thunder in the background, yes, it's right now kind of like raining really bad where I live. We're not that bad, but it was bad a while ago. But, what's it called? Let me go back into what if. This is where he looks behind. He sees this like lightish blue eye girl with red hair, like long red hair, and Kiba gets very, very like hearts in his eyes, saying, "Beautiful, so many beautiful women, my property." He's going kind of like crazy and pleasurous or whatever, like he's getting very more lustful. This is where, well, a girl then smashes down to the ground next to Kiba, and when Kiba turns around, he looks at this girl who has kind of like white greenish hair, like highlights and all that, green highlights a little bit, like down to her hair mostly because it's white on top, and she has horns, like orange horns, and she is kind of dressed up to kind of look like, well, if you want to think about it, she's basically Yamato from One Piece. This is where Yamato has a club, and the club is like not with spikes, not like her, what's it called, great grandfather who's named Kaido, but she like pulls out her club and smashes upon what's it called, Kiba's head. This is where Kiba says, "Wait!" He gets smashed to the ground and instantly killed because the slash from his like back did kind of spill out so much blood. So yeah, this is where Yamato says, "Pathetic." This is where, well, Scarlet says, "You can say that again." Junko says, "Hey Yamato." This is where Yamato says, "Hey Junko." This is where they smile at each other and kind of play. Think of it like, what's it called, Bong and Meliodas playing what's it called, that kind of handshake they did in like, what's it called, when Meliodas finds Bong in the prison. So yeah, think of that. This is where both Junko and Yamato does that. This is where, well, somebody says, "Why did you help me?" This is where they say, because we don't like lustful guys. They're all pathetic and annoying. They think that girls are just property for themselves. This is where somebody says, "You can say that again." This is where, well, somebody says, I don't have time for this. I gotta go find my team or something. This is where Junko says, wait. Do you know someone named Ineru? This is where she stopped for a second. And this is where she says, "Wait, what do you mean?" This is where, well, Junko says, "Oh, so you do know Ineru-sama." This is where Junko is just like smiles, kind of having like her like index finger towards her face and kind of like thinking and saying, "Well, you know, we can help you like see Ineru-sama." This is where somebody says, "Ineru?" This is where she always wanted to like rescue Ineru from the Leaf Village, so that's why she came towards the tuning exams, but hasn't seen Naruto in a while. So this is where she kind of froze until something appeared like right in the middle between Junko and Scarlet, and behind was Yamato because Yamato was pretty big. And this is where someone appeared in the middle and like all between three of them. And this is where Naruto says, who basically he zaps into the middle mostly because it turned into lightning, yeah? And saying, "Hello there." This is where he looks at Junko, Scarlet, and Yamato and says, "Hello there. What are you girls doing?" This is where they say, Ineru-sama. This is where Naruto looks at front and says, "Samui, it's been a while." This is where, well, Samui says, "Ineru." This is where she just like screws it. She just runs straight towards Naruto and jumps onto him. She like hugs him. This is where Naruto was surprised because she thought, well, not she, but Ineru thought that Ineru, Naruto, yeah, I'm gonna keep mixing up the name, but yeah, Naruto thought that someone was someone who betrayed him, hated him, and basically was the one to kind of like false hope for him. So he thought that she betrayed him. This is where Naruto says, "But Samui, let go of me. I know you betrayed me. I know you were only friends with me because I was the 9th Jinchuriki." Samui looks at him confusedly and says, "What do you mean? I was friends with you because you were my friend. I didn't betray you." Naruto looks at her and even uses Arbitration Hawking to sense her emotions and sees that she's being like truthfully. swear Naruto says, maybe you were the only one to actually kind of be my friend. I swear Naruto gets closer to her. That's where she gets like red because Naruto's very close. But Samui is the height of, well, she is, well, I'm gonna say she's 6 feet. And the last time that Naruto saw her, when they were, 11, Naruto was like 5, I think I mentioned that he was like 5'5", or I never mentioned his height, but yeah, he was like 5'5". And Samui is actually 5'4", closer to his height. So that's why they were actually getting along, because they were actually one of the tallest out of everyone. So, of course, is where, well, Naruto says, seems like you became more beautiful than the last time I saw you. Is where somebody blushes and says, really? Is where Naruto says, yeah. Do you know why, uh, hmm, do you know why the Raikage didn't came to save me earlier? Somebody says, what do you mean? Is where Naruto, he doesn't actually know the extent of why the Raikage didn't save him, but from the information that, well, Samuel managed to grab was because, well, Naruto was from the Konoha before, and of course the Raikage could not start a war to save him. So of course Naruto doesn't really hate the Raikage. He just hated the fact that if he ever did get captured, he should have been like warned to ever kind of like kill himself or something like that. But this is where, well, this is where Naruto says, because since I was from Konoha before, and yeah, the Raikage could have started a war for me, but he could have like at least like took the nine tails and leaving Leaf Village, and kind of take me to the Raikage, but I couldn't go because, well, Minato no Mikaze was the problem. But don't worry about it, Tomoe. Minato is gone. Also, we hear all that grumbling and thunder and rumbling and all that, whatever. Yeah, I don't know why I say grumbling. Like rumbling and thunder in the background. Yeah, that's just a bunch of thunder. But of course, is where, well, somebody say, oh, I see. So even if I decide to start a war by attacking a Leaf Ninja here, you would have been mind controlled and washed brain by the Leaf Ninjas. And the Raikage couldn't even do anything even if I started a war. Naruto not saying, yeah. But Samui, I want you to come with me. That's where Samui thinks about it. She thinks of her, well, sensei, like Killer Bee, Yujito, and her teammates. But this is where Samui thinks of Naruto more, because they were both really close friends. That's where Samui thinks about it and says, fine. This is where Naruto smiles and says, come on. This is where both Samui, Yamato, Junko, and even Scarlet goes up into the clouds, because Naruto did kind of use lightning to kind of pulsate them up. And this is where almost he winds out to make a cloud, like out of wind and lightning to make like a storm cloud. And it'll kind of like let them go on it so Naruto can get onto the cloud and fly up to the giant cloud. This is where Naruto says, well, there. I hope you girls actually stay here for a while. I will have to destroy the Leaf Village in a couple of seconds, but yeah. This is where Yamato says, wait, are you going to use that attack? And Naruto says, of course, but that's how I'm going to be able to destroy it. Don't worry. I will tell everyone to leave. This is where Yamato nodded. This is where Naruto goes down, and he goes up into the sky, first making a lightning god. Well, making him, well, you know how Neto was fighting against Luffy and became that lightning god? Yeah, Naruto makes that lightning kind of god figure. That's where Naruto like screams and says, all of my people, get towards the cloud, to the Skypia cloud, the palace. Every single one of you, leave now. Or, if you don't leave, I will send, well, an attack that will destroy this place in an instant. That's where everyone hears it. Of course, both Crocodile and what's called Doflamingo, well, not Doflamingo, Dofi were right now kind of making everyone saddened because they lost their Furokage, they lost well, what's it called, the Tsuchikage, they're happy that they got rid of Orochimaru, but there's a bunch of people who are sad and angry, and right now trying to attack Doffy and, well, Crocodile. Crocodile turned into sand and disappeared. Doffy went into the sky right now with strings. A Mihawk was right now killing people and decided to run away and put his sword back in his back and all that. And even, what's it called, Kuma just disappeared. This is where, well, also the Akatsuki are here and they're confused. This is where they say, well, we gotta be leaving now. This is where, well, the Akatsuki all agree. They don't know where Itachi's at, but they gotta go because they don't have, well, the One Tails. And, well, they do have the Nine Tails capture, but he doesn't have fully his chakra yet. But, of course, this is where, well, so many people are running away. This is where the Leaf Ninjas think that, well, the, what's it called? People are leaving and because they managed to win or something. And of course, everyone is happy. The Leaf Ninjas are thinking that they won and all that. This is where Kakashi's confused. He doesn't see Minto or even Sasuke. He's confused. A bunch of people are leaving and all that. And of course, this is where, well, some people that were on the race of Naruto's kind of party and all that are right now getting back up into the sky. This is where the clouds are moving away. Well, the giant cloud palace is moving away. This is where everyone is running. Sound Ninjas are still fighting against the Leaf Ninjas. They don't really care if they die or not. Even Sand. And this is where Leaf Ninja is thinking, what the hell is happening? This is where, well, the Raikage sees that Mei is actually running away. Mei and her forces are right now getting away. This is where her team, like her Genin team, are actually running with Mei, but yeah. This is where the Raikage is confused. This is where he tells C and A to get a Yujito and Killer B, and let's get out of here. This is where, well, of course, this is where not Samu, both Yujito and Killer B saw King already fly away, transform into a pterodactyl and fly out of there. Well, first went to grab Queen because Queen was there, kind of killing people and easily shooting like bombs at them and saying, yeah, we're going to, wait, King, what are you doing? This is where King flies up and says, we gotta go already. This is where Queen says, fine. This is where, well, Queen's forces are right now running towards, well, some ships and getting up into the sky, but yeah. Of course, this is where Yujito and Killer Bee were going to transform into their tail piece, but saw that they're leaving up into the sky and they cannot really reach up there. Of course, they get told by C and Darwin that they gotta leave. And this is where Yujito and Killer Bee says, wait, what about our... We don't know where they're at, and I think they're dead. I'm sorry, Yujito and Killer Bee. This is where they say, damn it. Fine, let's go. So, of course, they start leaving with the Raikage. And this is where Naruto, who's right now in the air of one of his clouds because he made another cloud, left someone with what's it called, Yamato, Junko, and even Scarlet. But this is where Naruto says, it's time to get rid of this place. Naruto smiles to himself. So where Naruto says, Raigo! It's where a giant lightning bolt comes from the sky. Well, the clouds does become dark because Naruto does make them go dark. And of course, a lightning bolt comes from the sky, going on top of Konoha. That's where all the Konoha ninjas, sand ninjas, and even sound ninjas, and even stone ninjas are all shocked. This is where Kurotsuki managed to escape because when she saw the cloud and even Miss Ninjas running, she decided to chase after them. And this is where she sees the giant lightning bolt and she widened her eyes. This is where Mei saw the lightning bolt, but she doesn't know if she's far away enough. The Raikage tries to attack her, but realizes the lightning bolt behind him and sees Naruto right now in the sky, laughing, saying, This is where the lightning bolt hits the Leaf Village. This is where everyone widened their eyes. Even if, what's it called, Might Guy did go into the 8 gates, he doesn't know if he'd be able to defeat that thing. This is where, when the lightning bolt hits the village, everything around it exploded. The whole village got absorbed into the lightning bolt and exploded. It's where destroying everything underneath, around, and yeah, and on top. This is where the Akatsuki managed to escape and saw that. They're right now widening their eyes. Who could have done this? This scale of destruction attack. This is where they look at the, well, leader, but the leader doesn't know what happened. This is where Nagato widened his eyes. Who has the power of doing this? This power, this strength, This is no normal. This not normally any person. This is no normal person. This might be a god. God's judgment has now sent Konoha to the grave. This is where Nagato's thinking. Because he doesn't have an ability like that to actually use lightning like that. He doesn't know who did it, but if he can find who did it, he should take him out. But Nagato doesn't know he can't. This is where we go into Naruto, going back into his palace, and kind of talking to Samui. This is where Samui is saying, "So, Naruto, what are we going to do now?" Naruto says, "Take over the next, couple villages. But I did heard of a group that I need to get rid of, and that is called the Akasis. But I heard they were going to have to wait 4 years because, you see here, 4 to 5 years because of the one-toes being killed thanks to one of my, officers. But other than that, we're going to have to train for 5 years before I go destroy other villages." This is where someone says, are you going to destroy the Cloud Village? No, I'm not. This is where someone sighs and says, "Thank God. I just want to ask the raikage why. Why? And this is where, someone says, why and what? This is where Naruto says, it's just something I want to ask him first. This is where somebody says, fine. This is where, we go into Naruto being in the ocean right now looking out. And of course he says, 5 to 4 years. The last time that Mr. One told me that the Akashi would go on to training. And since I do have 5 to 4 years in training on my lightning, armament hawk, and other things, I guess I should try. This is where, he looks behind him. He sees Junko, Yamato, Samui, and even Scarlet kind of looking at him confused. So what is he doing and why is he talking to himself? This is where Naruto laughs and says, "What? I'm just thinking. We should probably train so all of you can get strong. I should probably get everyone to be strong enough. So if we ever do start a war with the 5 great nations, we'll probably start from there." This is where we go into, a 4 to 5 year time skip. Naruto is now, 17. Naruto has become 17, and of course he is now like the height of being, what's it called? 8'3". This is where Yamato, she's actually like 8'2". She's a little bit like smaller than Naruto, but yeah. This is where, Junko has actually became like 7'3". This is where, Scarlet actually became, 7'5". So yeah. Someone actually became what's called, 7 feet. This is where, they all became taller. They're all 17 also. And yeah. This is where Naruto, he's smiling to himself because he's now became way stronger. His lightning and wind infinity are so strong. His chakra, also his devil fruits are way stronger than his chakra abilities. But this is where he smiles to himself because, he also did train Sasuke. And Sasuke did train, Mento. Now, Mento did hear about the horrifying things that, her brother kind of went through and decided to follow along her brother. This is where Sasuke also does the same, but Sasuke has become really close with Mento. A lot closer than when they were kids. This is where Mento always fluster around where Sasuke, but Sasuke kind of just chills around. He doesn't act arrogant or anything. He kind of just more chill and calmer than in original canon. But yeah. This is where, everyone in the whole kingdom has actually become stronger also. With their research and also with their technology and with their kind of, information from different villages and the organization called the Akasis, they all have got more information. This is where Naruto also got information about the waterfall village. When he went to visit there, he did destroy them all and did save a girl named Fu. This is where Fu was grateful for him, and this is where Fu did kind of live with Naruto. Naruto didn't mind her even though she was a Jinchuriki. Naruto really didn't give a crap, but yeah. Naruto, he has, he does have long blonde hair, but he did kind of just didn't care that much about his long blonde hair. Also, he does what's it called? Does have a lot of lightning abilities and wind abilities that are way stronger than the ones that he kind of had 5 years ago. But yeah. But this is where I'm gonna end it off for part 5. Part 6 will be the end of this what if. So why I'm not doing part 5 any further is because part 6 I have an idea on how to end it off. But that'll be until probably tomorrow. But other than that, it's gonna keep raining. There's going to be probably still rumbling. But other than that, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato, and good night. Bye bye. And yeah.